Now, come on, Pat.
Oh, yeah, I can see better without my glasses. Well, I got cockeyed.
Wait, stop talking. He's so
Wait,
irritated.
this is my first time realizing this is crazy. They gonna do it by itself.
I got a lazy eye. I've been knew I had a lazy eye.
Anybody that ever had a lazy eye, I thought y'all, you know what? This is crazy. See what your glasses do to you.
Everything I'm saying in this motherfucker, all props.
This shit is not real.
Just in case the police listen, I mean.
I don't even know what that means.
No one knows what it means, but it's provocative.
No, it's not. It's
Gets the
gross.
people going.
It's only entertainment.
What's the deal, good people? Welcome to another episode of the DRP podcast, man. Debating real shit professionally. You know what I'm saying? We on here with Lisa and Pat.
Oh, yep.
Hello.
About to get it going, man. You know, hit y'all with another classic, man. Feed the streets. We know y'all hungry for this good shit, you know?
Always classics.
Hey, so, man, how y'all feel about vacation etiquette, man? You know what I'm saying?
You took a deep breath on that, so you must have had some experience.
It started on the way to the airport.
Man, what?
That sets the tone.
At least it makes it out the chat, though, right?
You know what? It started on the way to the airport. I think for me, when I'm about to go on vacation, it's like everything has to be like it's about vacation. Like I don't the pettiness. I try not to indulge in it, but it got to be. It started on just getting ready, packed up. You know what I mean? It got to start. It got to start. You got to be packed on time. Like I'm I-10 by 10 when it comes to like going on vacation.
I can agree with that. I'm a punctual person, so
let's try to. Okay, we're gonna chop this up. Vacation etiquette with a guy or girl trip, and then vacation etiquette with your mate. It hit a little different.
Yeah, because I think when you're going on a vacation with your mate, I think both people have to be making sure both people having a good time.
yeah, absolutely.
You know, that's the main thing. It's not about what you want to do all the time. Even if you don't want to do it, you know, sometimes you got to fake like you're excited for the moment. For real.
Yeah.
So, you know, it can't be too one way when it comes to that.
I don't know. I take most of my vacation with my kids, so I can't really speak on that. But yeah, I like my kids. So come on, let's do something. I'm not about to sleep all day. I'm here for a reason. I paid all this money. Get up, go look at these Disney characters. Do something. So
Yeah, definitely gotta get your money's worth. That's number one on any trip.
You say the Disney characters.
So have y'all had any bad experiences on trips with family, friends?
Now for the most part, it be all smooth. Everybody kind of, you know, have a good time and just show, you know, good efforts and just appreciate being out on the trip or whatever.
What about you, Pat?
Yeah, I think I definitely have, but it's not always one sided either.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Sometimes I can say something or do something. I'm like, damn, that just messed up the whole day. You know, it's not like one sided.
Yeah.
It's like the little ticks. It's like you got to watch each other's ticks and stuff. But yeah, I definitely had like, I wouldn't say bad experiences. Like it's mainly like that little situation right there could have been handled differently. But you know,
Certain shit that's kind of like put a little damper on her day, than opposed to like I didn't mean that like that, man.
It don't piss me off. It don't piss me off on vacation. Like
Dang.
it's not a battle. It's not a competition. I think for me, I have good vacations when it's just like me and my wife. We have like a good time.
Yeah, because y'all know each other vibe, but when y'all involve other people, then it like turns sour.
Yeah, no, couple trips are actually pretty good because it kind of takes the spouse away from you. It's like it forces them to do something outside of you. It forces them to like not make themselves the priority. Because I think on vacation or in any type of setting, I think women sometimes feel like the vacation is just about them. And it's our job to make sure they have a good time when we going out. And it's like, it's supposed to be both. I want to have a good time too.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. And then I feel like on some like I would say couple trips, it should be a date to like, all right, we're gonna eat breakfast together. You go with the girls, I'm going with the guys. We'll see y'all for dinner.
I guess.
And then after that, shit, we'll see y'all at like 4 in the morning after dinner or something. You
No,
know,
I don't know about
You
that.
said you guess.
I don't know about it because we got a way to spend time with each other. Obviously, our commitments when we're at home overpower, our time with each other. So now that we're away, like, why will we?
No, I'm not saying the whole trip. I'm just saying this would be
Oh,
like
okay.
that one day. Like, all right, we about to all get breakfast, and we'll see y'all at 9 o'clock.
Okay, that's cool.
We're gonna eat dinner,
Give you my girl time.
and then we'll see y'all
Yeah, it's like couples.
whatever the fuck we get back type. You know what I'm saying?
See, you put too much aggression in it. Like, wait, when we get back.
I mean, like,
that's that.
not to be.
That's that poly stuff I be talking about. So surprised you don't got multiple wives. Like, what's going on with that? Like, so aggressive.
Shit.
What you think about that?
I mean, I think it's a great thing for whoever it works for.
It ain't working for you.
Well, I mean,
It ain't working for me either.
Right.
yeah, whoever it works for, I definitely think it's a great thing, man. I don't think it should be shunned on because we come from that. When we came over, well, I ain't even gonna say when we came over here because we was over here before they even brought some of us over here. But that's definitely like a I don't even know what the damn name of that shit. The one person relationship that kind of come from Europeans basically. When we was here indigenously and over in Africa, we had multiple wives and
Yeah,
just
but
what
is
it
that
was.
something that we should carry? Like, what's your thoughts on that? Like, we already know that's not working for your situation. However, how do you feel about this situation?
Personally, I don't really care about it. Like for me, it's like if I'm not really like indulging in it myself, I don't really have too much of a crazy opinion on it. I think it worked for who it works for. I think when it's the what makes it a topic of discussion is people who not even a part of the lifestyle judging it.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about from both aspects. You know what I mean? You got a woman who is, who will get cheated on. This is how these topics are like really come about. You have a woman who's getting cheated on or dealing with a dude who's dealing with multiple women, and they use polygamy as a way to like shit on that whole lifestyle.
Yeah,
When that nigga ain't polygamous, he just cheating.
yeah, he
Right,
just
right, right.
he just started having his way. For
And
real.
if you want to cheat and you want to have multiple women, that don't make you a polygamist. You just a nigga that want multiple women. I think the lifestyle, people don't really know
yeah,
what
it's
the
a whole lifestyle
is.
than opposed to just fucking different women all the
And
time.
plus, what if
Yeah.
it's like what the time of the month sync up? Like,
Man,
you
what
get, get jumped in arguments. Like, how does that
No.
work? Like,
Yeah, it's a lot that comes with it versus like, oh, I'm just messing with all these women. Like, you really have to treat all of them. They're all your wives. Like, you have to put 100% into all of them. How that 100% is, I don't know. How can you ever divide it to equal? I don't know. But
I don't see how people just got that much energy just
I
to be like, and
know.
they're talking about like, say who cook on Mondays? Like,
yeah.
like who mac and cheese do we eat on the holiday? Like, it's a lot of
who
like.
sleep in the bed? Because who got enough room in their bed for all them different women?
You gotta get that bad ass Shaq got shit.
You know what T.I. got? This nigga got
Oh,
a whole
yeah.
11.
Hey, for real.
No, but I can't do it. It's just too much. It's too much. To learn one person is a lot.
Yeah, true.
So I think how much I be want to know like because you only see the people that's promoting it, not promoting it, but people who actually promoting the lifestyle and actually in the lifestyle. You see them promoting it as this thing that is working out. But I do want to see more people that's like failing at it.
Cons,
The
yeah.
toxic side of polygamy. Are y'all kids beefing? Like, my kid Mother's Day card was better than the one you got from your kid. Like, what is
you
the?
spend more time with my mama than they,
Yeah, I want to know what the school like. Like, what is the? I need to see the toxic side of it. Like loving polygamy or something, loving hip hop or something.
Hey, that'd be dope.
Yeah, I do think it's like it's some pros to it though. I feel like even as far as the income, say you got 4 incomes in the crib, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, versus
And then you can have that one housewife like, shit, I'd rather just deal with the kids. Y'all go to work and I make sure all this shit straight. As far as like cooking, I think that it can also help that way. I believe it can help in also raising the children. They get different aspects and just different teachings and understandings from different people because we all learn different and teach different. So I think that's a plus, and also Another plus I would say is
I'm curious to how they actually get. How do you bring people into the lifestyle?
Yeah.
Like, how do they communicate that to the woman? Like,
the first one.
yeah,
We got another one, babe.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, how do you? I want to know, like, how do they, like, because as men, like, a lot of times when we talk about it, and the way we talk about it, we only talk about like the benefits from our perspective. So I want to know the dudes who actually go and try to recruit and try to find. Like, do they recruit, or do you got to fall in love? Like, but I want to know, like, do they, like, what kind of conversations are they having with the women to make the woman is like, you know what, this gonna work out for me. Like, I wonder how like, what are they telling them?
I don't know, because from the TV shows, it's always the man is the aggressor, and he's just like, oh, it's happening this way, or this wife is going to be in our lives, and I don't know. You really have to have an open mind to be in that type of relationship, and that ain't for me. I can never. I leave when somebody cheat the first time, so I can't. To know, just like you laying on the side of me, banging her out, like, no.
So do they officially get, like, so is it like a government marriage thing, or is it just like we are dedicated to each other type of thing?
So as far as the way this government is run, you can only marry one person, but you can get like a certificate of marriage, and they can do like a group wedding. And then I think like the recruiting process would be I guess it can go two ways, but I think the most successful recruiting process would be the woman knowing what you like, and you send her
Like
to
having
go
a
fishing
threesome.
pretty much.
Question. So do they have to be into women, the woman? Like, is a part of this lifestyle that they can just be like, we share a husband, but we don't share each other type thing?
Yeah, and I seen that like a lot of them are like that. Like they would have different beds, and then they would have a one bed that the multiple people would want to sleep in, but everybody would have their own room in the house, and down there they dead a week type shit. Cause it's kind of hard. Like, damn, bro, I gotta fuck 5 girls a day by themselves.
But it's like, in some type of way, you have to be attracted to women if you're a husband, if you're in that poly relationship. Because my thing is, we're mixing all of our juices. If you know what I mean by juices. So
Oh yeah,
you mean to tell me that
might make a
you're
great
okay?
smoothie.
So I don't know. I think low key they be into women, and they might have their nights where they're sharing him.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
Yeah, that's
is
like,
it cheating then in that type of relationship? Like if they say, okay, well, we're going to forget the man. Like, me and you do our thing tonight. We all married.
I don't think that's cheating. And I'd be like, shit, let me just watch it. I'll go ahead. I'm tired anyway. I'm gonna sit there and watch.
so no, they all married, but like, what if your wife is into women and she, sleep with women without you? Like,
All right.
that's
Like in a polygamy or
No,
just in the world?
I'm just talking about in the world, because
That's cheating.
in the because like
Wait, hold on.
that's definitely cheating.
That's cheating.
So
And that
you're-
is a double standard. Like when you talk about that, the whole like Amon Shumpert thing, and they talk about how like it's cheating and stuff. Like, how is it not cheating if she go, like, just because
I don't think that's
if
cheating.
y'all have threesomes and she go mess with a girl without you, that's cheating.
That's not cheating.
Yeah, it is.
That's not
Unless it's the girl that y'all was doing it together.
No,
I
that's
don't-
still cheating.
Yeah, because you behind my back. It's sneak.
But
Unless
what
she
about
call you like
actual?
I'm about to go with
Yeah.
Dominique house.
That's an
And
agreement.
I be like, go handle that.
That's an
You know what I'm
arrangement though.
saying?
You kind of in on that.
But my thing is, but you can't go and get a pass and be like, oh, I'm about to go slide over baby girl house. But I feel like if you're in a relationship, if I'm in a relationship with a man and I say, oh, I want to mess around with this woman, I get your permission. If you okay it, I can go handle my business with that woman. I don't
Yeah, it'd
think
be smooth.
that. Yeah, I don't
think
think
about it.
that's cheating. I don't even
know,
think
it's
if I
only-
don't tell you.
No,
I'll
I'm
get
saying if you
It's
okay,
communication.
if you okay with it, that's not cheating. I'm talking about like if you and your spouse are like y'all have threesomes occasionally, and now she just busting down women herself.
That's why it's a
That ain't
slippery
cheating
slope.
either.
That shit.
That is
That's
cheating.
why.
If I ain't messing with no man, I'm good.
Because
That's
look,
cheating if
no,
I'm messing
because
around.
this is the same. But this is the same thing where a woman would say, like, the biggest thing about this you hear about it is a dude messing with the chick they had a
Like
threesome
doing a
with
girl. Yeah.
behind her, but that's cheating.
Okay, so let's say this. Not messing with the same woman that we've already did our thing with. But if I go find a new woman and I want to smash or do whatever with that woman, mess around, and I
That's
don't
cheating.
tell you,
That's
that
cheating.
is not cheating.
That's
You
for
gotta
sure.
hit the
That's
girl we
definitely-
already hitting, bro. Because
That's
it's
definitely
like
cheating. You cheating on me either way. I
So,
don't.
we got to understand, what do y'all define as cheating?
cheating on-
Even outside of
you cheat-
woman-on-woman action, what do you define as cheating in a relationship, marriage, whatever it may be? What do you define as cheating when you be like, no, that's cheating? Like, we this ain't gonna work.
I think cheating is what you think cheating is.
Right, whatever you think I would do would be considered cheating. That's on your ass too.
Yeah.
So texting. So if you're having a texting conversation with someone other than your spouse, and it's like, is that cheating?
I think you can text other people depending on the context of the conversation.
Absolutely. Okay, I can agree.
And
with
if the other your mate know who that person, you know what I'm saying?
well, wait,
She's talking about just what that they don't know, right? Not don't know, but don't know that you having this conversation with.
Right. So if you don't know, I feel that I don't know because I have to recant on what I just said when I say, okay, yeah, that's okay, depending on the contents of the text messaging, because you might be texting someone where you don't look at that person like that, but the person you're texting looking at like, dang, I can't wait to get them.
Yeah, but that's almost like.
But
But the thing about that is, like, I know a lot of women do say that, like, oh yeah, I know what women think. You do, right? But also, we can't do nothing about that.
Stop
'cause
talking to that person.
We had that same conversation about men, and the woman be like, man, he ain't even, no, y'all, he ain't even.
I don't even
like
like that nigga.
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
like-
Yeah.
So it's about their emotions.
But
and
can
what-
I give y'all a secret?
Yeah.
When women say like, "Oh no, he not like that," it ain't nothing like that. We be lying.
Oh no,
Oh, we already hip.
Right,
We
no, you
already
lying.
hip.
It's us just like, "Oh no, I really want to keep him on the side." So
We
if
already-
you act up, like
Women always got a nigga on the stash, right?
that's my plan B right here.
I think so. I ain't gonna say always, but
Yeah, but even Plan B's went up. They like 89, 99.
No, I saw a TikTok where you can go get a Plan B from Costco.
And return it.
Don't quote me on this, but don't hold me to this. But you can go get a Plan B from Costco for $12, and I was pissed.
Yeah,
because
cause back in the day, I
They
had some
$50 a pop. So I was like, hey, now you go to Costco. I'm pretty sure you got to have that Costco membership, but is that Costco membership worth you, investing?
Hell
in
yeah,
your
that motherfucker like
Plan Bs?
$60 for the year. So shit.
Because this really bothers me. Why? Speaking of like cheating,
Mhm.
how do women determine like what is? How do women determine what is cheating for them? It's like it's a slippery. The rules are so tight, like a DPS rule, like DPS schools
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to the dude, right?
Mm-hmm.
When women and they versions, when it comes to themselves, it's like the suburbs.
Yes.
They do whatever they want to in them schools.
Yeah, like he ain't like that. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody bought me lunch. That ain't nothing. Yeah, somebody. But then you say, who you get that plate from? Oh yeah, such and such at the job.
No, so
Like what?
I think
I gotta work both ways.
it does have to work both ways, and I think women got that really bad. We're so quick to be like, "Oh, the man cheated, the man did this, the man did that." I say 99. I can't say 90. Well, probably 99% of my relationships that I got cheated on, I cheated on them first. But I think the difference is I cheated and it wasn't me with my feelings involved. There was no emotions there. They cheated.
Oh, so you cheat like a real nigga.
I cheated. It was no feelings. I just got my, what off, and I just, it's just cool. It's cool, but when y'all cheat, it's like, I'm not gonna say y'all, not y'all personally, but when men cheat, they feelings be involved. That's how they get caught in. Now you doing too much. You gossip. You pillow talking with her. You telling her all about me. She shouldn't know nothing about me.
Why does it seem like it's the exact opposite?
Man, what? Yeah.
No, I'm not. I don't know. Me personally, I'm not going to pillow talk or talk about my dude. Don't ask me no questions about my dude. We here for one reason only. Come on, so I can go home to my man. Like,
And
so
I don't think. But listen. Women ain't doing that because they respect the game. They doing that so they can just have a draw four in their back pocket.
Mm-hmm.
So when I say Uno, you pull out your draw four, and now I got to pull four
but
cards.
the thing is, I've never said that to any of the guys that cheated on me. That when they tell me that they cheated, or I find out, I don't even I don't tell them that, oh, I cheated first. To this day, none of them still know. And I feel like, I extend, and sometimes it depends on one situation where I extended some grace and forgave them for cheating. All the other situations, I left them alone because I felt like their emotions was involved. But one time I extended grace, and I'm like, damn, you don't even know why you was at home waiting on me. I was cheating on you. So it's like, I had to extend that grace in my head without him knowing and cry and do my tears and like, damn, that really hurt me. But don't get it twisted. I was definitely bothered by you cheating on me because it's in the contents of how you do it. These young Listen, no, these young fellas cheat and they in love. They doing flowers, gifts, this is and that. These old men cheating, they like, listen, you know what you here for. It is what it is, but
That's because they already done been. They
I feel like it's different. So this really what it boils down to. See, when men cheat, women down there want that spot, and that's how shit kind of gets sticky. When the man cheat, he just hitting that pussy, he about to send you on about your way. He ain't gonna call you, none of that. It's just a little tricky.
I don't know, but I don't accept cheating. To say that, I know I just put my foot in my mouth with saying
Yeah,
everything, contradicting myself there, but I definitely don't cheat because I don't accept cheating. I should say.
Yeah, me neither. That cheating shit there, that shit old, man. You gotta grow up at some point.
Yeah, I think that. I just think how you feel afterward is like, to me, that'll stop you from thinking. I just think everybody got AIDS. That's kind of how
no
matter how you look, I'm just thinking like, you got AIDS.
Hey, well, that's a good way to look at it, though.
Yeah, shout out to Mr. Gore. Like, that kid got to have AIDS. Put it out there, but I just think it is, and when it all comes out and the stuff you have to do to build that back up.
Yeah.
Like that guilt you feel, or that like trying to make that person feel whole again. You know what I mean? It's almost just like you feel like shit for a long time. So it's not even about that person. It don't even feel like it was worth it. But I think it is a little disingenuous to be super hurt and knowing you did it too. Like, that's a psychotic for real. That's a little psych. And then to say only because the way you did it. I think the way you did it is always the woman's like way to manipulate the conversation.
It's not,
he can do it every way that you said, and you're gonna be like, but you didn't have to do it in those shoes I bought you for Valentine's Day. You know what I mean? It's like it's always gonna be this.
Because it's always something leading up to it. Like they gotta have these long drawn out conversations, text messages, this and that. When I can send one text like you wanna fuck, okay, yeah, come on, let's go have sex, and then it's just simple as that, and I don't have to talk to you again. But when a man cheat, you're texting.
You just explained like a nigga for real. That's not the woman. That's more of an anomaly.
Listen, the man, they put so much into cheating, and it's like, damn, you went to that extent to cheat with this person. Like, yeah, I don't want to mess with you no more. Like, I'm not about to do all of that to go get some, just.
But ain't the effort? Isn't the effort appreciated that I did all this to try to keep it from you?
No.
I would think so. They were like, damn, nigga, at least you
like, dang, you ain't want to tell me.
Sloppy and shit.
Yeah, you ain't want to tell me because you ain't want to hurt my feelings. But at the same time, it's like, you still shouldn't have did it. But 9 times out of 10, like I said, every time I've cheated because I knew it was something going on. So I really can't even say that I cheated first, but I knew it was something going on. So it's like, okay, let me go ahead and take care of this over here because I know eventually this is going to come out. Or you're not doing what you're supposed to do to make me, not feel this way and not want to go cheat or whatever the case may be. But I will say I do have my moments where I'm like, dang, I shouldn't have did that. Or I feel bad, or it's like...
How long did that moment last?
Up until I found out that person was already... What you're doing that I expect.
So question, because look...
You feel bad, you bad. You got to hold that bad.
I didn't have my karma from cheating. I have when I really...
I'm definitely hearing things because initially you said, this is my first time admitting this in front of the light. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is.
So when it happened to you, did you perform like... You wasn't doing nothing?
No, what it was...
Like, was it like... was Kelly Price playing? You know what I mean?
Listen, so this takes us back to our drawing of like, what do you classify as cheating? Because when I say cheat, and like, I'm not necessarily saying that I, was intimate with someone. 9 times I probably was, but other times it's like I could have had texting conversation, phone calls, FaceTimes, whatever. But when I did find out the other person was cheating, it depends on it really, for me, depends on the contents and how you cheat. If you like, I fucked her. It was just a one night stand. I really found out it was just like that one night stand. It was just that one thing. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I might be cool with it. Or I might be able to forgive you or, whatever the case may be. But if I find out that you have to do all these text messages, you have to do all these calls, and 9 times out of 10, that's what it is. They're calling all day, texting, seeing each other.
So I think men are on the opposite end of that because you don't want to make it. You don't want your girl to feel like that's how she giving it up. Like she got the text message, like nah. At least let him, send you like a movie recommendation or like
That's come with women who are like emotionally wants that. For me, I didn't build myself. I didn't been cheated on so much before I even cheated. Like before I got to the point where I'm like, I'm gonna cheat first, type situation. That I got hurt so bad to the point where it's like I don't care about all the gifts and text message and call. Don't call me, don't text me, don't nothing. When you want to have sex, hit my line. If you don't want to do that, leave me alone. I don't, it's nothing for us to discuss. But it took me a long time before I got to be so black-hearted and cold.
So you got like the Marshawn Lynch kind of vibe to it.
I'm just here that I don't get fined.
Yeah, you say, you know why I'm here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. And then after, don't call me unless you want to do it again. But
yeah,
I didn't perform, though. I didn't cry. I didn't do nothing. I'm just like, okay, let me get to the details. Like, it even went to the extent, like, a couple months later, I didn't get the details of one full situation. I'm like, oh, yeah, I can't mess with you.
Because so the details really just going to give you a reason to be like, why you do. Like, you don't. Details is almost like watching a horror movie. It's like, I know I'm about to get scared or pissed off, but I'm intrigued. You have to be a little intrigued to know that it happened. I think that's what the wanting to know every detail. It's not so much I need to know for me. It's like I'm actually a little intrigued about how you did this. I thought you couldn't pull nobody. Like,
listen,
you know what I mean? Because
and don't date nobody ugly. They tell you date ugly people so that way you won't get cheated on. I tried that and it didn't work. I got cheated on. I'm like, I got me an ugly nigga. I'm good. Like, I ain't never gonna get cheated on. I'm so happy. Like,
ugly does not matter.
I'm like, man, I didn't even know you can get nobody. Like, my heart was broken. Like, now I ain't gonna lie, that particular situation messed me up bad. I'm like,
no, I'd be hurt. Like, I'd probably be, I don't know. I'd probably be, I don't know. I'd probably be playing some R. Kelly or something.
Make love to you, baby.
But
I know. I my world will probably. I don't know. I just don't. I don't see the. I don't know. I don't know how my reaction would be for real.
What, to find out this your?
Yeah, I would say don't tell me.
I need to know the details.
Let that conscience eat you up.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I'm gonna cry in the car. I ain't gonna lie. It's gonna fuck me up.
that conscience a mug. I sit back and that's why I'm like,
yeah, go ahead and be so hurt that you did me like that I got some new clothes.
But I can't
money.
forgive. That's the thing. I've only been in one situation where, like I said, I've extended that.
You said you can't forgive?
I can't forgive. Once you cheat on me, I'm done. I ended a whole marriage because that person cheated. So
I can forgive.
I am not a forgiving. I mean, I'm gonna let it go. Cool. I don't wish no bad.
So you will forget it all, like?
Yeah, I forgive you, but I'm not staying in a relationship.
No, okay.
I have nothing else to offer you after that.
I can forgive.
Because I feel like I bring so much to the table, and it's like, dang, if you wanted somebody else, all you had to do is tell me. Like, we're grown. Like, you don't have to sneak around and do it. Like, even if you want us to bring somebody else in, just tell me. But for you to sneak and do it, I'm not forgiving you.
But I think when you don't know how somebody's going to react, you don't want to even open that box, But I definitely, I don't know. Even the whole thing, like, thinking, like, because I'm a person that I like to think about everything that's going to happen afterwards. Mm-hmm. So when you talk about, like, leaving, I'm thinking about splitting up a household. I'm thinking about kids. I'm thinking about who gonna get this. So my mind go too far ahead to where it's like, I think, I mean, I ain't telling you to do it if she is gonna watch this episode. I'm just saying, like, for me, I can't just, I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like, because when you talk about marriage, for me, it's not, it took a long time to realize this, but marriage wasn't the end goal. It's not an end goal. It's a new starting point. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
I like that.
So now you got to learn this person as a spouse. And a lot of times women feel like they dated. When they feel like that they the catch in a relationship, they kind of move in a way to like remind you. So it's like having kids is like the one way where like a woman is almost like she feel like she gave herself to you at this point. Like once you had that kid, it's almost like, you better not do nothing to break my heart. It's like I can't take it back now. At this point, we got kids involved. But like, I don't know. I just can't think. I can't end it. Yeah, I can't. No, I can't end it. I can't end it.
And I can agree with you.
You could probably share. Now you can share rooms with one of the kids. About 6 months. You know what I mean?
Until you ready to look at them again.
Get y'all a nice bunk beds.
I don't know. Can you forgive if someone cheated on you?
I guess over time. I ain't gonna say I couldn't. I don't think so, but maybe over time, I be thinking about some shit like this nigga. Man.
Yeah, it ain't gonna happen overnight.
Yeah, I
Definitely
mean,
not
it
gonna
takes
happen
time.
overnight.
I don't know. I feel like that take a strong man mentally, and he probably a man way stronger than I am, honestly. But
That's being honest.
you
That's real.
never know, But shit, I mean, I hope I would. You never know.
But I guess it depends on the situation too, because in most situations I've been cheated on, it's like, dang, I did this, that, and the third, and you still went out and cheated, and I feel like I was taken for granted, took advantage of. So it's like, yeah, you need to get on. Like, I don't got no problem rebuilding or starting over with someone, but yeah, that's definitely tough.
Yeah, that shit.
But I'm not forgiving you. Cheat on me one time, I'm done, and probably because of the pain that I endured when I first got cheated on. Like, it was a lot of pain there to the point where that's something people have things that they don't, aren't willing to settle on.
Yeah, and I just think that like cheating is such a broad thing already.
Yeah.
Like it's really broad, and like it's about the history for me because it's like, okay, you end this, and then you go get into another relationship. It's like it's gonna keep like, where do you draw the line about what you're gonna accept? Now I do agree that there's levels to everything, but it's like, do we just keep like trying it over? Like, is that one of those things? Like, you got one life on Mario. Do you just keep like starting the same board over? It's not no checkpoint. It's like, okay, I can start in the middle of the board. Like, we always gotta, restart. That restarting stuff is crazy. Learning somebody else again.
That's tough.
Like, that's man.
I've definitely thought about that. I just think that,
Like, I don't even like, he's like, I don't even like the way you like, put lotion on your leg. You know what I mean? You got it be the little ticks. You know what I mean?
You eat that cereal.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, it's like you gotta learn somebody else. You gotta learn somebody else's family all over again. Like, I
Yeah.
be just looking too deep into it sometimes, probably.
yeah.
So with that, how y'all feel about when women be like, well, don't do wifely duties until you married?
It's a trauma response.
Yeah, I feel like, well, shit, motherfucker, how you gonna get married?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you ain't showing these qualities and all this shit, why would I want to marry you?
I don't know. I can't agree with y'all on that because my thing is this. I look at it both ways. I'm always the person to consider it from the other person's point of view. So I consider it from a man's point of view where, like, you have to do certain things as a woman to get that man because men have options just like women have options. And I feel like as a woman, you still, the man has to still do things, to qualify for a husband. Yes, you guys are the ones to propose to us, but am I willing to accept you? Like, are you good enough for me? Am I good enough for you? So I look at it from both ways.
Yeah, because I mean, of course, I'm a man, so I probably would never agree with that. But because the thing about it is, when you say until married, I don't see anybody that's married that's saying that.
Exactly.
Like, it's gonna be somebody single that's saying that, and they're gonna be single.
Yeah.
Because how do I know I can trust you or can make you and do this thing and build a life together if I don't even know if you know the difference between a saucepan or a measuring cup or how do you like to decorate or I really think you should live with somebody before you get married.
I highly recommend that. That's like one of the things they need to just snatch out the Bible. That's what you believe in.
Yeah, but they only did that because there wasn't no option. There wasn't no single people running around back in the day.
Yeah.
But it's so tough to live with someone now because most people at our age have kids already.
Yeah.
So now I got to try to live with you and get to know you on that level. But can I trust you around my kids? Like, I'm one of them people.
That's true.
Yeah, I have girls.
Especially with girls.
Yeah.
Even with boys, motherfuckers weird as hell out here
Yeah,
now. You
that's
know what
true.
I'm saying? But
so it's crazy out here in the dating world. I don't wish that on nobody.
That's what I'm saying. Sure, I could probably take a little cheat because I'm telling you, I be thinking, like I said, don't do but like when you thinking of like the long game of it, like, bruh. Like introducing somebody else to I'm one because like even with marriage, like the wifely duties, like I'm one and done.
Oh man, God forbid this, man. I think that'll happen. But if some shit did not happen and it didn't work, why would somebody get married again? That don't make sense to me. Like, you didn't.
I said the only time it would ever happen to me is like if somebody passed away. Let me knock on some wood. Ain't no wood here.
I'm not on my head for you.
Plastic to do. But it's like, and you gotta sweep me off my feet. Second time around, you doing the court. This WNBA, you doing the court, and
No, but that's how I feel.
I need you to go above and be like, I need you to make me feel like, oh yeah, I want him to marry me. It's not gonna be the other way around. Like, because the marriage takes so much work, and it's so much energy and time spent. I don't really have that energy to put that all into somebody else.
You said she might have to get her Kaepernick on, huh?
Oh yeah, she might have yeah, gonna definitely have to do a little flash mob in the airport or something.
Yeah. I told myself if I ever get married again, that it's definitely gonna be a lot different. Right now, I don't foresee myself getting married again, but if I do, things would have to be a lot. Because I laid it out for my ex-husband. I let him quit his job. I gave him an allowance. I stayed at home while I got up pregnant, going to work every day. Like, I laid it out, and
that might have been what fucked you up.
Yeah.
Hey, that might have been what fucked you up.
Right,
Right
she
there.
said,
You
like,
was at work pregnant. This nigga was at home. Party,
yeah, go and have a
head
good
or
time.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and that's how I found out. I looked in the phone thing, and he was texting somebody from the time I went to work to the time I got off and came in that door.
It's like,
And I was like, let me put two and two together. He cheating on me.
it's like the shoe. It's like that was your oldest boy.
And I,
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But the thing about it is, like, and that's another thing when you talk about like marriage and wifely duties, and like, that goes back into the Tyler Perry talk we had. Like, men, no matter how cushy the situation is, there's also a fine line between me staying home or me taking on a very like beta-esque role, and me not feeling like a man. So just imagine, like, I can't speak to it, but just imagine I'm at home all day. Maybe one day, he probably felt like a wife a little bit. You come home and like, dang, so you ain't put that thing in that water hose up. They say, did I tell you to put that water hose up and cut that grass? You know what I mean? It's like, damn, you ain't my mama. You know what I mean?
I won't come home to nothing at all. And like I said, our child that we have together wasn't even born yet, so it's like he just was chilling all day while I was. And then
you never was like, what's for dinner? Just on some.
I mean, he had his moments where he would cook. I would never take that from him, but I just feel like, I don't know. That was just a bad situation that I involved myself in. Thank God we got a beautiful daughter out of it, but that was just a bad. I learned a lot from that, and I would never do that again. Like,
because when I learned about like money and things like that, like, it's not a man and woman role. I think when you think about it, is whoever making the money, they feel like they have the authority to make hints at that being a thing.
I didn't say. I don't think that I had the authority, but when I got cheated on, I was like, well, damn, I let you stay at home. I did this, that, and the third. And it's like, damn, you cheated on me. Like,
so I'm saying, like, even if a little argument, a little disagreement, those little things, those are like you plant like little seeds, and I think that's what a lot of women feel when dudes make more money, and the woman is at home. You kind of put that energy out there a little bit. That's like, I mean, so what you been doing all day?
Yeah, like,
but you don't know that's offensive, because one, I could have had a shitty day, and I probably just took the day off mentally. See, exactly,
man. Yeah, like that's why I don't agree with the whole stay at home wife thing. Like, I feel like you got too much time to do. Unless it's a small baby at home that can't go to school, then that's understandable. But if the kids at school and you just at home on Instagram and bullshit all day,
nah, that's different.
Or got extra time to cheat or whatever, I don't agree with that. And I understand, like you said, it's a smaller child at home. That child needs to be taken care of. But outside of that, what the fuck you doing while I'm out here working all these hours?
See, I think that's different. If you actually completed things, like if you came home and like clothes is why, because it take a lot. Clothes, clean the house, dishes, clean the house right. Some people just bullshit when they clean the house. Like, I mean, scrub the baseboards. Like, get everything. Like, clean the house.
Man, staying at like, okay, the closest thing I had with like staying at home was like during the pandemic when you had the quarantine. And what I realized is it's much easier to go to work.
You think so?
1000%.
Well, well, that was probably because the kids was at home though.
That's the part of staying at home too, though.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
no, I'm
with the
just saying.
kids, with
That's
the
see the
kids.
pandemic different. Okay, but like all your kids
I'm
at
talking
school
about being
now.
like even if they all at schools, like the day go by so quick. Like you wake up, take them to school, about time 12 hit. You mentally like, damn, I got a couple hours if I go and pick them up. Like, I think staying at home is rough. I think you get beat down by because there's no clock out at home.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But I think it's really just about like understanding both sides. Because if I just work the whole day, I'm exhausted, you know. And I think the problem is it's almost like if I come home, because I've been through this, like, you know, you come home and be like, what you been doing all day? Or what's for dinner? Like, it's those are arguments. And I'm like, damn, that's all I do is that, you know,
Yeah,
but like looking at the other side of it, it's kind of like,
It shouldn't be though, because if you staying at home, like, okay, so like with my first daughter, I had lost my job like right after she was born in November. I lost my job at the middle of January, and I was at home taking care of the baby all day, but it's still like that shit not shit. I ain't gonna lie. I took care of the baby, cooked, and it still was able to watch hella Netflix. That's why I learned all my good shows at. So it's not really like
so how long would you say that period lasted?
Right.
that lasts at least 3 months.
Okay, so I gotta chime in.
You said
Yeah.
the name, like,
Ain't shit. I had a newborn, bro. She was 2 months.
See, when we first started, my oldest, she worked overnights. I worked days. But I know I was working at the time, but like, it's not no break.
It's not, and I say it like this: like I get it on your end. I get it from the perspective that you're getting. I get it from your perspective as well. You're saying it's not really nothing. You're like, I ain't getting no break. I get it from both perspectives because I don't extend grace to anyone who tell me like, oh, I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't go to work, I can't go to school too, I can't do this. I don't have no grace. I sit there and I look at you like you're stupid because I went to school full time. I worked full time. I took care of my kids full time. Without a man, like even, you know, I did everything by myself, pick up, drops off, cook dinner, wash clothes, clean the house, pay all the bills by myself. And it's like, I don't extend any grace to anyone who say, oh, I can't do it. Yes, you can. Because if I did it, I know damn well you could. And that was me coming out of an abusive relationship, got my ass beat for years. So mentally, I wasn't even there. And I was still able to do that and, you know, get my degrees and everything. So it can be done, and I feel that but it is tough as hell.
I guess that's the part I'm just talking about, the toughness
it's
of it.
tough
I'm not
as
even talking
hell.
about like somebody saying what they can't do.
Right.
I'm just talking about like how the toughness part of it. Like
it's a lot.
I don't know. I just rather
Just go to work. Go to work and bring home the money.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
That's
Well, then at least you know your place. That's why you have a beautiful wife at home. Like she fills in where you lack.
And the thing about staying at home, like you have to want to do it too. It's not like you have to want to do it, but you also got to know what comes with staying at home. You can't stay at home and now it's like
eat Doritos and drink beer all day.
yeah, and then now like your lifestyle, even shopping on Amazon or doing stuff like that. When you want to make a different decision about what you want to do, something else got to take a hit.
Yeah,
because money don't grow on trees.
Absolutely.
You know, like and that's the biggest part of it. Like
I would love to have my bills split with someone, and check. That would be. I don't think that's gonna happen no time soon, but I would love to have one. Just pay one DTE bill for me, please.
Hey. You talking about just one DTE?
One DTE bill. I ain't never had my bills paid. I take that back. I had a really good, I guess mentor, I should call him, and he did a lot for me when I got out of that abusive relationship. If it wasn't for him, I would never finish college. I would never be where I am today. So I owe a lot to him. Thank you, G. I'm going to just say G. I'm not going to say your real name, but I owe a lot to him. He really helped me in a hard time when I got out of that situation.
Yeah, and pressure just, that's just kind of how it works. It's kind of like just growing up in, like, the inner city, and we talk about, like, whatever struggle it is, but, when you talk to somebody who probably didn't have the same struggle, like it almost seems like, oh, I could have easily took over, I could have easily took over that struggle. But I think that also can be a little dismissive because like sometimes people just not built for what other people are built for.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
true. I can get
like all our trials make us built for certain things, and like for me, like I would work tirelessly. Like I work until somebody got to tell me like, all right, you take a break, because all I know is like work. You know what I mean? And like seeing when you see your mom do a lot when you growing up. For me, I didn't want to be like one of those dudes just like my mama did this. My mom cooked 3 times a day, every day, 7 days a week. Big chicken wings.
not the little ones.
So I really be like, damn, she did a lot. So like when I get older, I don't want to like put all of that on
Your wife.
Yeah, so it's almost like you see that, and to me that's a little bit like a trauma response, because now you find yourself sometimes overdoing it to the point where you exhausted. You can't even you shutting down when your body say shut down. So I think it's enough to both people got to learn to balance and know like you take a break right now. I got this.
It's definitely like you gotta have balance in every relationship. But then like I would never put my mama on nobody, because my mama just different. So I wouldn't never expect what my mama does from anybody in every relationship I ever had. So I just don't never want that getting out there like, well, my mama did this, my mama did that, well, my mama different. So I could never put that on any woman I did. I don't even think that's fair to even try to require that for somebody I been with in the past or now, because it's just different. And I just want to jump back to the 4 months off. I always had income coming in. I was a state certified CPL instructor, so.
We know you do that.
So I was
I'm sure you got your gun on you now.
I still have my money. It's in the house.
Nigga said it's in the car.
Right.
Got some machetes over there, though. Nigga run this garage. You still gonna get got together.
I'm pretty sure it's a 3-4, probably one underneath the table. No, you stay with it.
And then always gotta hustle. Like that.
You certified me.
Me too.
We all in here.
Yeah.
Shoot, that's how I got to be for real. That's why it's like, that's why it's good to have like those like relationships with your OGs and stuff, because it helps bring you down when you pissed off, to like have somebody that can bounce ideas off of you and tell you like little things from their perspective, because sometimes you feel like you just out here running a race.
Yeah.
Sometimes it takes an older person to say, hey, y'all doing it good. Y'all got a good pay. Y'all actually ahead of the race.
Yeah.
But sometimes you be feeling like you behind. It's like, that's why both people got to be a little bit motivated and say, we doing good. Relax. We good. Because sometimes somebody, the world is big. The world is in the palm of your hands now. So you see a choreographed 30-second clip, somebody hopping off a flight, off of this, and the whole time they bow wow. They in coach taking a picture with the plane like they on the PJ. You know what I mean? But they done did this whole little theatric thing. Now you over here thinking like, they my age. How they doing that? It's like, nah. Like you got to run your own race. That's why I like talking to like the older people.
How many older people do you have?
You gotta have like those old people in your ear, because like you say, they could tell you like, well, shit, I went through this, young blood or son or nephew or whatever. I went through this already, and you actually handling this better than I did, or me and my wife did, or whatever. Or like, okay, well, you probably didn't go about that the best way, bro. You need to go apologize and get that shit back on order. Or it's just the wisdom, man. They can tell you shit that they've been through, and they can kind of foresee. Like, I'm telling you, you can do it. This is what they tell you. You can do what you want to do, but I'm trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying?
So how many do y'all have? How many OGs do y'all have that y'all talk to?
I got a lot, and like my primary one is my daddy, because he just tell me like, yeah, just keep on living. I told you, you know what I'm saying? Keep on living. You gonna see.
Better.
So yeah,
yeah. Me and my pops, we kick it a lot more that I'm older, and like he's the same way. He like, all right, like he just keep like I think he's more like, I don't know. We could be talking about the Lions, and he like, yeah, you got a good wife, man. Don't mess that up. It's like, oh, we're talking about football. But I got a lot of coworkers that's older than me that been through it. You got people that's been divorced. You got people paying alimony. You got like the full spectrum of it. You know what I mean? So it's like, I only can control what I can control and what I can do for me. But I do appreciate that. But it don't seem like. But how is that for women? Like, who do y'all talk to? As far, do you think older, how is because it seems like a lot of times women get like a battery in their back from other women more so than the wisdom. How does that work for women?
I don't know.
Who the OGs?
I don't really have any OG women in my life. You know, I have my mom, my grandmother, but I can't talk to them about everything. You know how y'all can talk to y'all pops about everything? I can't talk to my mom and grandma about everything. I just won't. I don't have a lot of, I have some female friends. I have older female friends, but I really get all of my advice from older men. I feel like their advice, tends to work a little better with me. I got an older friend who would tell me like, oh, Lisa, don't do this, this, and that. And I receive it. I take it in, but I really listen to older men and have them conversations with my OG men versus the females because I like their advice better. And I think, I'm able to receive it a lot better because I don't trust women. So I don't trust females. I can't.
I know how you feel because I feel like sometimes the opposing sex could give you better knowledge and game than opposed to getting it from men because it kind of be like, I ain't gonna say biased information, but to a degree, it kind of does have like certain biases to it. So it's also good to talk to older people of opposite sex.
Yeah, because even if I don't agree with, because it's not, to me, it's not even really about agreeing for real. It's really just about understanding. And I can understand totally what you're saying and still disagree with you. So I think that's that's the biggest part for me. And I think that's one of those things that kind of get me, when I have conversations, because a lot of times I could be like, yeah, I get it. You know what I mean? Like even when I, talk to my parents or about stuff I grew up with, it's like, yeah, I agree. I see it from your perspective. But it's like when you say that, people are so used to when you don't agree, feeling like you can't understand that. Oh yeah, you get it. You understand? Say yeah, but I don't agree. Let me go ahead and pause there real quick.
Agree with you, right?
Yeah, I like constructive criticism. I didn't for a long time. It wasn't until I got older where now I can accept it. But it took a lot. But when I talk to certain females about things, they're always going to take my side. My female friends are going to take my side. You really got to have a certain type of friendship for that female to be like, oh no, you was wrong as hell. Versus when I call somebody else, like a guy, like a male best friend, or some of the older guys that I kick it with, and just be like, let me explain this to you, and they'll tell me, Lisa, you was dead wrong, or you need to call and do this, or no, that person was wrong, or here, let me give you this advice. Like I appreciate it much more from a man perspective than a female's.
So even when we talk about like with the OGs and stuff, like even in that, is there like any like tips that the OGs like gave you, like as far as like things to like do or keep up, like as far as self-care that could have worked or might not have worked for you? Have somebody ever told you, yeah, this is what I do? You try some aftershave after you do something, and now your whole face broke out.
Fucked you up.
A woman told you like, yeah, get some of that white diamonds. You just spray it 3 times. You know what I mean? Is there anything that was like, oh, I tried this thing out, try this little self-care thing, and it just didn't work out for me?
For me, I think it was my bras. Like, buy some good quality bras so I won't have no saggy titties. Where to buy my grandma panties and where not to buy my grandma panties. Like, stuff like that. And, just really, a woman told me once before, some good advice I did get from a woman is, and a man has told me this before, but no matter where you go, and sometimes I listen to this, sometimes I don't if I have a lazy day, but no matter where you go, look your best. Because you never know who you're going to run into. So when I leave out the house, like I try to like throw myself together as much as possible, unless I know I'm coming right back. That's one of the best advice I could have.
Oh yeah, that's definitely important too.
Yeah.
But the worst, okay, because if a dude, like when we leave the house and they be like, oh dang, where you going? Like I would hope if I ran into somebody that know you, they'd be looking like, you know what? Her husband actually looking nice. They be wanting you to look like you going through something.
I don't want my man leaving the house.
Not her cousin like, hey, y'all good? Like I seen him in the grocery store with these bottles. Like I'm just recycling. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's hard to like, it's self-care for a man. Like what I'm realizing is, for some reason, it feel like sometimes it intimidates a woman. Because now you can do something like, oh, so you cleaning your face. It's like, oh, so you doing, you
I have said that. It's so funny. I have been the one to be like, well, why you put on them clothes? You could just leave that on. Why you can't put on the same stuff you had on yesterday?
Cologne. Like, we smelling
like,
good
what you
for
put that
type
on? We
shit.
not about to go nowhere. What you doing? What's going on here? So I agree with that. But I know it comes to being fit, but like you said earlier, and you said it too, that all come from trauma responses. So in their past relationships, that maybe that was a sign for them to be like, oh, this person cheated on me when they did that. So now it brings up that same anxiety, that same fear, like, dang, they're doing that same stuff now. Like, are they about to go cheat? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's certain triggers, and it was definitely a trigger for me. I have to be honest. So I know when you put on that certain cologne, this nigga about to go cheat. He about to go be with his other
You
one.
smelling good for, huh?
On the Bible study.
Man, you know you don't brush your teeth. Now you want to brush your teeth. Like, you know you about to go cheat. Like,
You gotta brush your teeth before court.
right.
I say some self-care I got from older people, just stay in shape, man, because the older you get, the harder it is just to do that shit. And I was watching Vlad one time. He had Michael J. White on there, and he say, you gonna regret not being able to run and jump or ride that bike. So the more you do it now, the more longevity you will have to do those things at a later age. So you just want to kind of just try to take care of yourself, try to stay in the best shape as you can. I know it's hard, shit. It's hard, period. By yourself, but having, family and kids and stuff like that, it kind of dictate your workout, your gym schedule. But you just kind of try to find time to do those things, because finding that time will prolong your life.
That junk is crazy, because I remember, like, when remember you was talking about, like, going bike riding?
Yeah.
So I had a bike in my garage for a minute. I ain't rode it in a minute. I was like, wow, you really got to learn how to ride a bike again.
You got to get your balance back.
Look, you know how you park, like, in the driveway, but it's, like, between the house and the car? Yeah. So I'm like, I'm about to ride between the car.
Didn't work out for you.
Like, I rode to there, hit the house, hit the car. I said, I really had to learn how to ride a bike again. It's crazy. I was losing. Because even when that junk is crazy. So, like, even when we talk about, like, self-care and, like, health and stuff, like, how important is that, like, for women? I know, like, socially, a lot of men talk about women, like, losing themselves or blah blah blah. Like, but when do women just be like after they make, like, you got a little plate, you got 10 wings on there, like some couple sides, and she like, dang, this nigga getting big as hell eating this food like this. Like, yeah, like, what is the perspective on the other side? Because I know a lot of times when you talk about keeping yourself up, it's really one-sided for real, like, publicly. So I want to know, what do women be secretly saying in their head, like, health-wise, about the dude? Like,
it depends on if I care about that dude, for one, because I could be around somebody I don't care. But if I'm dating you and I'm caring about you and stuff like that, I think it took me a long time to get like this. Beforehand, I didn't, put too much thought into it. But now, as we're getting older, our bodies don't work like it used to. So now it's one of the things of, I'm not trying to look the best for social media. I'm not even a social media person. But I don't want to look the best for social media. I don't want the BBLs, and I don't want my person to have like a whole six-pack. I just want us to be healthy. So now it's getting to the point where we have to be able to see our grandkids. We have to be here for our grandkids and hopefully our great-grandkids. Yeah. So now it's like, okay, if I have to make different food choices for the both of us in order for you to flip it on your side, but you got to be committed. You got to willing to do that. But it's all in not what you say. And we said that on our first episode. It's not really what you say, it's how you say it. Yeah. So before then, I'd be like, do you really need all that food? You need to stop drinking that pop. That's why your face look like that. Now it's like, I have to take it into consideration and be like, I think, let's not drink the pop. I don't drink pop, but you don't need that pop. Drink some water with me, or what, you want some tea, anything. But I used to have those thoughts like, that played too damn big. Like, you did you just eat?
Nigga, that wasn't even that much. Huh? The first thing I ate all day. Every time somebody gets called out for eat, it's the first thing I ate all day.
I ate all day for real.
It's definitely some life changes that I need to make as well. Going into 2024 is right around the corner. And I think I told myself, like, I'm not trying to look the best for everyone else's eyes. I have to do what's going to make my body healthy and what makes me feel confident enough to, walk around. I think you could be 300, 400, 500 pounds, and if you don't have that confidence, it's not going to matter. You could be 100 pounds if you don't got that confidence. I have to find my confidence and, build my life up to being healthy. Do you guys going into 2024, what are some things y'all gonna work on?
Man, 2024, like I think health is a big thing in my house. Like now, because I don't really want to, I don't like to start it when the new year comes. I
Right.
want to start it as soon as you think about it. So I think like me and my wife, we like on the same page as far as health, as far as like upgrading or doing things around the house. For me, it's really just about having like common goals like written down and actually try to work towards some goals that we trying to achieve ourselves, because if everybody doing their own thing, it's almost like people start to feel a little way that you just going up, so it's like,
Right.
if I can bring you in, but that don't mean you're gonna be able to that don't mean like hold somebody back. That means you gotta get on the train while it's moving. You know what I mean? So I think 2024 is just about being like intentional about what I want to do with my time, actually mapping it out, writing it down. I did say I was going to do a vision board for the first time in life, but
I have the stuff to do a vision board and I haven't done it yet, so we should do that together.
Yeah, so I never done no vision board. I think that'd be dope. Just getting your year mapped out and just figuring out how you gonna execute and what you gonna tackle first, or whatever.
What's some things you're working on going into 2024?
Definitely get more in shape.
that's
Just finances. Just building. Relationships overall, family, wife, all that. I definitely want to be the best version of myself. That way I can be a better version of everyone else. So
I like that.
you gotta, you gotta work within, and then spread the love, spread it out. Be more motivated in certain things that I want to do. Or
Not Mr. Motivation. You motivate us like crazy. You the push.
definitely gonna be outside more in 2024.
oh yeah, all that fresh air.
Soaking
Getting it in, So, oh man, more trips, man.
Definitely more trips.
man. More money, more passive income. That's really the top one. More, how the hell I'm gonna make more money and I ain't gotta physically do nothing, or I can do it and then the money coming in to where I ain't gotta keep doing it. So just
some investments.
Yeah, definitely investments. I need more help within that. I ain't the best investor. I definitely need to do more reading and just watching more stuff as far as investments and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think I need some advice and tips on investments. What about you, Patrick?
Man, man, if anybody can force me to invest in something, that's because I actually admire people who actually take the chance and like entrepreneurship, no matter what they trying to sell. Even if you selling green beans, spaghetti, and fried chicken, for $15 with a piece of pound cake and a Faygo.
You're gonna need about $500 for that cake, baby.
I mean, I was probably talking about 2010 prices, but like people that's putting themselves out there, and like to me, that's like I was never even thinking that, because I'm not one of those people that try to fake like, I just need to be an entrepreneur and get this business. Yeah. To me, the business has to come to me, because it's not nothing that I'm passionate about to the point where it's like I need to do this. This is gonna make me. No, it's not. It has to be a legit investment for me. Like I can't see. I couldn't really see past the risk.
So you want the whole manual when someone brings something to you. You gotta take days to review this and go over this before you invest.
Well, not now, but before I did. Now I can actually see the vision and know that there is risk involved. But before I wasn't really so prepared to like take a risk when you talk about investments and doing stuff like that, because it sometimes they miss.
Yeah.
And now you have to figure out how you gonna recoup as well as plan for the next attempt. But that's part of America to do that anyway. So.
Yeah, that's part of the game though. With any business, any hustle, it's always a chance of risk, chance of taking a loss. You just gotta basically not put all your eggs into that one basket. If it didn't work out, you still got something left to where you're not just out bad type shit,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think you guys made two good points. You said when you was like, you got to work on yourself. I can pull that from you. I definitely so many things I need to work on with myself, and it took me to have an opening ear to actually take that in, receive it, and keep it and work on it to start working on it. And then you said being more intentional. Definitely needs to be more intentional. But what about y'all dude Drake?
Drake.
He was very intentional when he put them things in his head. Like, y'all got to give me the scoop. What's going on now?
I think, you ever watch a movie and you see the person, like the behind the scenes person or the person that's super successful that everybody like, that nobody can see does anything wrong. Mm-hmm. But like they have a lot of inner turmoil going on behind the scenes. Mm-hmm. I think for him, it's a lot of things that's like pissing him off behind the scenes in real life, because when you leverage your lifestyle to be like critiqued to that degree, mm-hmm. you kind of almost need that validation that the people that's reviewing your music or reviewing the products you sell, you need that type of review to make you feel like you him. Because a lot of times, if you feel like you him, you're not about to be doing what you're doing. And your dad commenting, and your boss. Like, it's just like, it's starting to get ridiculous out here.
You got the daddy involved?
Yeah, he the album wasn't it, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Steve Harvey suiting off. Like,
yeah, Drake definitely tripping, man. He wearing rainbow berets. He getting his nails painted, all kind of weird shit.
Oh, I didn't see that.
He trying to like tap more into that culture, but he leaving out the people that stood by him and the day one fans. We wanted more. Like, you can't say this for the dogs and then just you singing the whole album. Like,
yeah, I think that was the biggest letdown. A lot of people, I think, and then I would think if he was hearing all this critique about like what people were expecting, because people was building it up. Yeah. So if they building it up like this, and you get in there and start singing in the booth, you almost just like, I'm trying to get these Instagram captions off, because he got the women, so it's like
right.
Yeah, he
not worried about.
He kind of I think he should have changed the name, bro. Don't name it that, and it ain't for the dogs.
Well, it might be for certain dogs. Maybe it's other dogs out here that we don't know about. I'm just saying, but like y'all said earlier, people change, so maybe this is his way of changing and really tapping into who he is. Because I saw one situation where a basketball player, he went emo. Am I saying that right?
Oh, Jimmy Banyang Butler.
I mean, he got a good press out. Like, he was in there swinging it and doing his head like this, and I was just like, damn.
I mean,
like,
he having a little identity crisis. That's all.
But is it a crisis, or is it him not expressing himself finally and tapping into who he really is? Because it takes a lot of guts for him to come out and do that.
I don't think it take a lot of guts.
Yeah, depending on who it is, though.
Well, yeah, but when you already who he is, it's like Drake.
That's more pressure.
He had false locks last year, so
yeah,
he got what?
He had
false
the little fake locks and shaved his face. I'm just talking about like, to me, his pressure is to perform. Drake's pressure is to perform.
I don't know. Drake got a lot going on because he had the baby by the stripper, right?
Yeah.
Was she a stripper? So
porn star.
So I couldn't. You went in raw with a porn star.
And then you dissing Rihanna on your album. Like,
did he?
Yeah, it's like.
Not Riri.
It's corny.
Man, well, if that's the case, I'm done. I don't got nothing to say for neither one of them. Keep it on with your clips, your rainbow clips, and you basketball player, keep it with your badass press outs.
Yeah, Drake tripping, man, because you can tell, like, because now he's talking about he need to go on a mental hiatus from music, so you can tell, like, he can tell the world didn't receive the album well. And
yeah, I think they were saying something, he had stomach issues or something.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
I hope he didn't catch that shit.
It's probably time to go back in and, like, get that BBL kind of like reconstructed.
Oh yeah, I forgot he got that.
Oh, he got a BBL?
The BBL.
Yeah, the Batman. He got the first Batman cover.
I can't stand y'all. I am done.
Thank y'all for tuning in, man. We appreciate y'all once again. We coming back next week with some more heat, man. Some great content.
Yeah, be yourself.
Express
yourself.
You heard Fantasia. If you don't love me, then don't talk to me. You hear me?
I was about to hit that note. That's my song right there.
You hilarious.
Everything I'm saying in this motherfucker, all props.
This shit is not real.
Just in case the police listen, I mean.
I don't even know what that means.
No one knows what it means, but it's provocative.
No, it's not. It's
Gets
gross.
the people going.
It's only entertainment.